இதயம் திறந்ததும் ஆசை நுழைந்ததே ஆசை நுழைந்ததும் தூரம் குறைந்ததே.
Who better than Shreya Ghoshal to sort of render the song?
தூரம் குறைந்ததும் பேச தோணதே பேச பேசத்தான் இன்னும் பிடிக்குதே.
He gives me a reference for the first time. He picks up some film and he says, let's do something like this from his earlier work. We've never gone back to a second tune. We've never gone back to another song. And there's never a possibility so far where I've said no to something that he's put out.
Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning more than 3 decades. Rahman Music Sheets. Hi friends, discover the top take as we uncover the wow factor in this episode. Do watch it till the end to grab this musical moment of the day. (2022) Vendhu Thanindhathu Kaadu, The Scorched Forest releases. A raw story of migration, of longing, of loneliness, inside a violent world. Mallipoo, shot inside a single dingy room. A song many believe changed VTK's destiny. In Rahman Music Sheets, episode 224, Gautham Vasudev Menon reveals something extraordinary about Mallipoo. Find the link in the description. Starring Simbu and Siddhi, VTK went on to become one of the year's highest-grossing films. Gautham had imagined VTK as an indie film, minimal songs and a background score that quietly gave it cinematic scale. What finally emerged was something else entirely. 5 songs, voices by Madhushree, Simbu, Rakshita Suresh, A.R. Rahman, Shreya Ghoshal. Each born from emotion, each arriving at a precise moment, each a moment of magic.
So again, in the middle of this independent sort of a raw gangster film, I wanted a musical treatment of a song. That was a discussion between Rahman sir and me. On a terrace, in this chawl where, people are sleeping at maybe 2 o'clock in the night, this boy comes up and he meets his girl and they sort of, standing, talking to each other about life and what she has to go through. And then she says, you go away from here. When he holds her hand and they come closer, there's a kiss. And I said a single shot sequence where we capture the moment, no cuts. We capture the moment, the camera just lingers on them, and lip syncing. They're singing a song, like a musical treatment. It's almost like I know it's a very big example, comparison. It's like a Vennilave, where two people actually break into a song. And I said, I want to experiment with the musical sort of a treatment in a song. So he comes up with this idea of this old Tamil song where the lyrics are a certain way. Kodiya saindadum காற்று வந்ததா காற்று வந்ததால் கொடி அசைந்ததா. This happened and hence this happened. But did this happen because that happened? The lyrics are connected like that. So he said, we'll make a song like that. And then that's how உன்னை நினைச்சதும் மனசு மயங்குதே மனசு மயங்குதா முத்தம். So it's the lyrics are, I don't remember the exact lyrics right now. I will, and I know it has to be. But it was a musical treatment of a moment. And who better than Shreya Ghoshal to sort of render the song.
தூரம் குறைந்ததும் பேசத் தோணுதே.
And then he introduced this new singer, and that's a discussion that me and him we had. I said, for Simbu, this voice is a little away, and his Tamil also, but he said there's something beautiful about the voice, and let's give him a break, and so that's how the song happened with these two singers.
இருந்தும் விரைவில் கை சேரும் பயண முடிவிலே.
But sir, in VTK, one romantic song, Simbu sings himself. But for another song, in the same film, there is a different voice. And Mr. Rahman does it very often.
Yeah.
As a director, do you have a say? And are you fine with these choices?
I'm okay with, see, unless like a film like Rockstar where you need one voice to travel through the film, right? And I think recently Chamkila also, But otherwise, I'm okay with that, I think, It just shouldn't be too away. So I leave it completely to him, and I'm okay with the idea, that, comes from there.
During her interview, I have realized that mostly you agree with whatever Mr. Rahman does. Has it ever happened where you didn't like a tune or a song or a background score and you had to say no to him?
No, not at all. Nothing so far. No, we've never gone back to a second tune. We've never gone back to another song. Nothing so far, not even the track, not even the background score. Like, he calls me in for the sessions of background score. And there's always there's work that happens for about 25 to 30 days. And then in 2 days, the film will release. So that night is when we listen to all the tracks. And maybe the previous night. So Vendhu Thanindhathu Kaadu also, he called me in. There was 3 days to release, right? And he calls me and he plays me reel by reel of the background score. And he keeps telling me, should I change this? Do you like it? Do you think we should push this some more? And there's a lot of discussion that's happening. His team is begging me to take the tracks and go, because they're getting calls from the producer side, from the overseas distributor side, where the prints have to go earlier and all that, and from the sound mix side saying we have not got the music, so we won't be able to mix it fast and all that stuff. But within the studio, it's creative work, and they're all friends. I've told them, no, it's really okay. Let's get this proper, first. And there's discussion happening, and Rahman sir is adding more layers. He sees the scene and he discovers something more in the scene. Then he says, let's do a Malayalam rap here. Let's call this actor, call him. So he has to come down from Kerala, which is not an immediate thing. So it's, and how to say no to something like that. How to say no when something creative is happening and something that's only adding to, that's only, making it more beautiful, right? How to say no to something like that. I've never said no. And there's never a possibility so far where I've said no to something that he's put out. I gave him the last 5 minutes of this film, this Vendhu Thanindhathu Kaadu. That was a last minute thought. We just shot it and added it to the film. And he sits back and he tells me, this is very, very risky. I don't know if this will work, but you've done it. We will enhance it, he said. And he scores for that over 24 hours. And he gives me a reference for the first time. He picks up some film and he says, let's do something like this. From his earlier work, I'll do something like this. From, I think it was Ariraro from one of the Rajni Sir Shankar, films. And he says, we'll do something like this here. And he puts that music over this and it completely falls in place. So then he says, it won't be the same thing, of course. I will try and do something like that, he says. So there's always been a very creative, healthy discussion. And I've never said no to something because it's always grabbed me. I've never left the studio thinking, oh my God, what am I doing here? Oh, how can I go and ask him for another one? Or I've never left the studio with this low energy. I've never left that studio like that. I've always left from that space with a very, very positive feeling, like I'm looking forward to the next day sort of a thing.
நீ வந்த நிழல் தந்த எதனாலோ ஒத்துக்கொண்ட நீ பார்க்கும்போதோ பேசும்போதோ நெஞ்சில மின்னல் கண்ட.
But sir, I'm very curious. For audiences, say for example me, I have to listen to a Rahman song minimum 5 times to start liking it. And then it starts growing on me. As a filmmaker, how challenging is it for you to green signal a song?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I mean, if the theory generally out there is, you listen to it 3-4 times and then it grabs you, then what about filmmakers who sit there and get the song out, right? Like with me, honestly, till today, with everybody that I've worked with, it's always been the first tune that we've composed. And it's not because, and very honestly I'm saying, it's not because I can't get another tune from them or there's no time or anything like that. There's a lot of discussion, there's a lot of time. We sit on it very wholeheartedly. Right? And from even with Harris, after the composing, after the discussion about the song is over, once he puts his hand on the keyboard or the piano, and once the song sort of as a tune comes through the air, I've identified the tune and I've grabbed it. And Harris will keep looking at me and I'll say, no, this works for me. And I'll keep humming the same tune over. Likewise with Rahman sir also. Whatever tunes we worked on have been the first tunes.
என்ன தர உன்னை விட நம்புவோரிடம் இல்லை. இனி நாளை முதல் நானும் நீயும் வேற வேற இல்லை.
Sir, songs have always been a part of our cinema. Songs that were composed, say, 50 years ago are still part of our playlist. But we seem to be losing this unique feature. Songs no longer are as important as they used to be. They are used as background score, not even complete songs. What are your views on that?
I'm not going to say things like, I don't want to be part of that, I welcome this or not. I'm not part of that discussion at all. I cannot make a film without songs. I don't think I can make a film without songs. I've tried that. I had 7 back-to-back musical hits and I went ahead and made a song with no strain of music in it. It's only because I was not trying to be throwing a challenge or I was not trying to say I can work without a music director. That character in that film, it's a film of a psychopath, serial killer sort of thing. And there's no music in his head. He doesn't know any music. So the film was devoid of any music. That's all I thought will be. But every time I write something, I write moments that need to be taken forward lyrically. And I write it in my script. And even the process of writing is with songs playing in my head. Like I wrote the entire script of Vaaranam Aayiram with the song from Aayiram playing, நீ பார்த்த பார்வை கொரு நன்றி would play in a loop and I wrote the entire film like that. So I can't exist without music and my writing doesn't go forward without scenes being told lyrically. And I look forward to working with composers and music directors. I look forward to sessions. More than the filming part, that's what I look forward to. That's how work starts also. Today, we start composing and then 10 days later, we shoot. So I look forward to those sessions. So whether this is what is happening now or not, I don't want to be part of that discussion. In a good way only I'm saying, because I don't think there is a norm or it's not come to that as yet. The film that everybody loves to hate and hates to love, Animal, is driven by music. There's violence that's accompanied by song. There are these Punjabi, guys who are mercenaries and who are ready to kill, but who are singing a song as the heroes in a fight sequence. It's a bravado move by director. Let's not talk about what people think about the film, but that vision or the idea that he has, it's such a, I'll do this, I don't give a damn, which is the entire film also. But I love the fact that that was accompanied by music and it's something that I would love to do. And I've done moments like that here and there, but this was like, wow, somebody actually did this. So I don't think you can take away music from any film. It's not come down to a point where, there will be no music in films or it's not going to be driven by songs anymore and all that stuff. I don't think we've reached that stage as yet. In Tamil especially, we look forward to an Anirudh composing a Vijay, a special song or whatever you call that. The first song and the intro song that comes out, with the hook step and all that. That's what drives still, a lot of people. So we are all looking forward to that. Good, bad or ugly, we're still looking forward to that.
For his first 7 films, Gautham Menon found his sound with Harris Jayaraj.
ஏதோ ஒன்று என்னை ஈர்க்க
Then came A.R. Rahman.
விண்ணை தாண்டி வருவாயா
And then Ilaiyaraaja.
முதல் முறை பார்த்த ஞாபகம் உயிரினில் தந்து போகிறாய் இதயத்தில் ஏனோ
3 distinct musical worlds. With rare insights into working with all 3, Gautham Vasudev Menon returns in our next episode. Stay with us.
There was 3 days to release, right? And he calls me and he plays me reel by reel of the background score. And he keeps telling me, should I change this? Do you like it? Do you think we should push this some more? And there's a lot of discussion that's happening. His team is begging me to take the tracks and go because they're getting calls from the producer side, from the overseas distributor side, where the prints have to go earlier and all that. And from the sound mix side saying we have not got the music, so we won't be able to mix it fast and all that stuff.
Do you agree that this indeed was the moment of the day? Is your choice different? Whatever your mind says, write it in the comments section below. We will be waiting. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.